What's up, everybody? It's your girl T with the Adventures of Spirits. Welcome to Spirit Scrutiny. And I'm here with two of my guests again. Some of you are familiar with them. We have
Nay from Nay's Nutritional Nugget.
And
Erica.
Just Erica. She said she's just Erica. Tonight we are tasting RM Rose, some selections from RM Rose Distillery right here in Georgia, and we're gonna see what they actually taste like. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Y'all didn't go with us that time. That's right. So it was a girls' trip that we did up to North Georgia. And there's a lot of places where you can do wine tastings. And this particular place that had wine tastings, they also had a whiskey distillery there. And I can't remember the exact name of where we stayed, but they had I call it a motel. Anytime you enter your room from the outside, I call it a motel. It's a motel, but it looked more like almost like a homegrown type motel, not like your average like Red.
It wasn't a cabin
or nothing like that. No, it was not a cabin. It was
a
room. You walked from the
like
back of your
building.
You walked from the back of your car. Yes, a long building with a bunch of doors and stuff. That was a motel. But they had a place where they had served like your in North Georgia, where the distillery was, because we stayed on the same premises where the distillery was. Okay. But they also had a big restaurant place, which also had like a place where you can shop as well. But that's where they give you like all like the Southern cooking and stuff. Mm-hmm. So when they served you the food, it came in servings where it can serve a family. So it like served like about 8 people, if you will. So if you ordered collard greens, they brought collard greens enough for 8 people and stuff like that. So we ate there. It was real good. And as a matter of fact, on the back of this, it should say where. And this was in Gilmore, Georgia.
Accommodations.
Gilmore, Georgia. You said the accommodations. It was a room.
Or the sheets scratchy. That's what it sounded like.
The sheets were regular. They were regular. Probably.
She said.
It didn't feel like the sheets and the bedding and stuff was comfortable. It didn't feel cheap. But
But your mind was already set. Because you entered from the outside.
And we was only there for that night and then the next night. So we got there Friday evening and we stayed Saturday evening. We left on Sunday. So, and by the time we got in the room that Friday, everybody was like knocked out tired because we did the distillery. Well, we did wine on the way up and then we did the distillery and we bought our bottles and we drunk some of our bottles. And so we conked out Friday night, and then Saturday we went to this outdoor wine place where you could sit outside or sit inside, and they had live music, and they had a lot of green grass. So when they had the live music, you put your lawn chairs out there and enjoy all of that. So that's what we did Saturday, and we hit actually 2 or 3 places. So they had like a wine trail, if you will. It was very good, but these were 2 that I purchased in reference to. As you can see, some of the cinnamon whiskey is gone. This one is a special reserve rye whiskey. Okay. And it is a bottled and bond. That's this one. And then this one is Fire on the Mountain, which is their cinnamon whiskey version. So we're going to taste both of these. Okay. And see what it tastes like. I'm trying to remember what it tastes like. Is when I bought these, this was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. So
y'all were raving about it all.
Definitely. It was good. And the wine that we bought actually was good. And I don't like Chardonnay, but I actually bought a Chardonnay when we went that time.
That actually wasn't bad.
Actually very good.
Yeah, I tasted it.
It was very good.
And I was like, okay.
Low and slow.
Yes, just slow and slow. Because as y'all see, she was in our other video. So
she already tapping out on us.
Definitely. Okay. So we're going to taste this rye, this bottled and bond. Let's see here. Oh, and the proof. I'm sorry, y'all. The proof on this one is no. It's 100. No, it's 100 proof.
50%.
It's 100 proof. So bottled and bond is it has to be from one distillery. It has what else? I'm sorry, y'all. I've lost my thought. One distillation season, one distillery. It has to been aged for 4 years in a federally bonded warehouse. Don't ask me what federally bonded means.
They told us when we were in prison.
That's what it sounds like. It's the prison. I know. Federally bonded warehouse. Is it a jail?
It's the whiskey jail.
So they had to do it in the jail?
But no, they told us about it when we were in Tennessee.
I'm sure.
But I don't
what is federally
Jack Daniels bonded?
Yeah.
That's right. That's
It
right.
didn't explain federally bonded, but I don't.
Okay. Well,
we're gonna have to look it up.
I'm gonna look it up. But it has to be 100 proof. And it has to be labeled to identify the distillery where it was distilled and where it was bottled, especially if it was different. So what is a federally bonded warehouse? Ooh, I'm gonna look that up.
Okay, I was looking at it.
Here you go. Federally bonded warehouse is great AI. Ain't that something? Also known as a customs bonded warehouse, is a secure area where imported goods can be stored, manipulated, or manufactured without paying duty. Right. So the bonded warehouse allow importers to 1, store goods for up to 5 years without paying a duty cost, manage inventories, and process goods before delivering them to their final destination.
Well, wait. What that location is?
Location. Bonded warehouses can be privately owned or government owned and are often located in foreign countries.
Okay.
Very nice.
So we drinking foreign, y'all.
So yeah. So let's go ahead and okay, so the nose
is honey.
It's very sweet. It's very honey caramel forward. Very sweet.
With your mouth open.
She done tasted hers already.
No, I already did.
It was smelled that good. It smelled that good. She didn't even tell us what she just said. Very, very fruit.
I like this. It's good.
This is nice and smooth.
This is good. To be fair, I only had a little swig. So, hey, let that do.
You know what? That one there.
I am not going to do this with you today, ma'am. You asked for low and slow. Just try to make it seem like our cups was full.
This one,
a little sweet.
I'm going to have to taste it again. Now, the legs are very thick. I tell you that much. It's taking a long time for it to come down.
It's got a short finish, but it's nice.
You don't feel it here and here. It's not bad. I feel it here, but it's like, it's not.
Definitely rye. Definitely rye. And
it doesn't taste strong rye to me, though.
It's not a strong rye, but I know it's rye. Rye has a distinct taste. And I don't mind rye, but for me, I don't prefer to drink rye neat. Rye in a cocktail to me or something or another is what I would prefer.
And a Manhattan is preferably, but
Very
I don't mind. I like some rye and I like them neat. I like
this one I would prefer in a mix.
Like
cocktail.
That,
yeah, like in a cocktail.
Like that Uncle Nesta.
Uncle Nearest.
I know.
Did you know what? If you switch the R and the S, if you switch up the letters, you can spell Nesta.
That would be the name. Ever since Vanessa said.
That was the only one that tasted pretty good.
Which one did you get?
Which one? The premium edition?
What color
all
was
black
it?
label?
Was it black with gold?
It's black.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the premium edition. You haven't opened it? Girl, I don't open up my Uncle Nair's. They
I
probably
got
spent
two of them
3/4
that still ain't
gone.
open.
They probably mostly gone. The only ones that's probably still sitting up there full of the rye ones. What? But the ones we got from the distillery is they pretty much gone.
I have 2 of mine that I haven't even opened. But I like. Remember, I bought
But you bought a lot from Jack
bought a lot
Daniels.
from Jack
when we went.
Daniels.
Yeah. So for those who don't know the Jack Daniels and Uncle Nair's story, you can go ahead to their website and look up their story, or you can look at one of my older videos and it explains their story. But basically, their distillery is actually located on 2 ends of the town. Okay.
Yeah.
2 ends of the town, and
one is in town, the other one like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, one is like in town, and one is like it's like in the middle of nowhere. But you can go to both of them on the same day.
Yeah.
And we did have fun.
Yeah.
During that.
Go like this. Go to Uncle Nearest second, because that is where you will have your entertainment. Because
all
6 of your shots from all them 6 of them shots from Jack Daniels probably don't even equal to this one.
Let me tell you that Jack Daniels tasting they gave you.
I don't think I laughed.
It wasn't
so hard.
It wasn't an ounce. It wasn't even an eighth of an ounce. It wasn't even a quarter of an ounce. It was like you had just enough to wet your tongue.
You could see that there was color in the bottom of the glass.
And that was it.
It looked like the bottom of your shot glass was just tinted.
And it wasn't even the glass. It
was
a little plastic thing.
Little plastic shot glass.
Apple, whiskey,
the fireball or whatever.
We had the rye, we had the regular number 7, and we had one more. It was 6 of them.
Yeah, but it didn't give me an appreciation for Jack Daniels.
It did. Now that single barrel, the single barrel was off the chain, and I have that. Stay tuned for a video on that.
But it wasn't in the taste. All the things,
it wasn't.
The
all
things
the ones,
that were on the tasting were things you could buy in the store.
But you know what? It's because there was a higher proof, and maybe they're not allowed to serve over a certain amount of ounces, probably per customer. Because I think based on what they gave us, that probably added up to just one. It added up to like a half a shot, which is like a 1 ounce. Yeah.
But maybe they weren't pouring like that Uncle Nearest.
No, that's not for Uncle Nearest.
So.
Ooh. Okay, this is the cinnamon whiskey. I almost forgot what the heck I poured because I was like, ooh, this is a whole different taste. Be quiet. This actually smells very good.
I don't smell it that much.
The smell of it is, to me, is better than Fireball. Fireball is very pungent with it.
I like Jack Fire. I love cinnamon.
Do you? I like cinnamon, but not in my liquor.
I like Jack Fire.
So I'm gonna do this, but like coming up, like the kids that grew up, they was all Fireball.
This is good.
Jägermeister and all that.
Now, don't finish all of it. Leave at least a little swig in there, because I'm gonna make y'all this shot.
Oh, I love this.
I'm gonna make it. This is very good. It's better than Fireball whiskey.
It is, because the Fireball.
It tastes like the red.
Yes, more like Red Hot versus.
But like mellow,
not mellow version.
Because like normally you eat Red Hot, it's like 20 in your mouth at once. It's like getting half on one. You know what?
What'd she say? Oh Lord. Okay, sorry, y'all. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that.
We were talking about Red Hots. If you did.
Oh, Red Hot. Oh. Well, what you do? Yeah, but what you do with the Red Hot?
You put them in your mouth, and you.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Red Hot.
Well, what you do with the Red Hot when they all in there? Well, anyway, I'm about to make y'all look. I'm about to make them a special shot. So I learned something, and it's very strange. I was looking up strange concoctions, and this one has cinnamon whiskey, peanut butter whiskey, and Woodford Reserve, bourbon whiskey. And I guarantee you, it gives you this flavor that is just off the chain. So let me get my other two.
One moment, please. After these messages, we'll be right back. We'll be more than happy to entertain you. while she's gone. So let's talk about these red hot. But no, it does give you red hot, but just not.
Okay, so you know that old school candy. I love screwball. Oh God.
So no, we're not tasting. No, I need you
No.
to drink some of that, but I need to mix it.
You not listening. She over here on the road, nothing. Come on, we're gonna lock these shots up. Shot.
So this is gonna have this. We're gonna add some. We're gonna add some screwball whiskey and some Woodford Reserve. One part of each. So we already have this in there.
Oh, man.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
not measuring. I'm just going to eyeball it. Just
I
a
do
little
like
bit.
screwball though. It's a nice peanut butter.
Oh, with eggnog, screwball's very good.
It's very good.
I don't know that I put it in eggnog.
Put it in eggnog. You will love it. Tis the season
It is.
for eggnog and screwball.
I put it with my coquito.
Your what?
Coquito.
What's a coquito?
It's
down
Puerto
cute.
Rican.
Coquito.
So it's the Puerto Rican. It's like their version of eggnog, but it's not as thick and like a traditional eggnog.
I actually saw eggnog in Costco.
Did you? They already ready. Boy, look, they had people by my house had Halloween stuff up.
Look again.
Okay, first off, let me just make this known, okay?
Can y'all see this?
Let
me see. Let me put my hand up
Hold on.
so y'all can see these lines. Hold on. We need a background.
This what I got, y'all. Wait.
Y'all
I'll
see
try to put y'all on the camera.
Okay, so what it
There
look,
you
yeah.
go.
You see the matches? They are not equal.
Okay, they are not equal because no. I was matching the amount of the cinnamon whiskey you had in your glass. If you had a little amount, then you got a little amount of the bourbon and a little amount of the screwball. So if you had a medium amount, you got a medium. If you had a lot left, then you had a lot because I have to make it even.
Y'all seen that little chihuahua where he be like, y'all might not be able to see my eyes. So don't see. That's where we at right now.
Pick up your
side of the eye.
Pick up your
but it sounded good.
Swirl it around and just take a little taste. All I'm asking is take a little.
We gotta take a big taste.
This is good. You ain't gotta take a big taste.
Goldilocks in the 3 bears.
Woo! It went down too fast. They made me laugh, so I swallowed it too fast.
Did you know?
I did. I did.
So you tend to hold it first?
No.
So you're supposed to swallow it fast.
That is really good. That's really good.
It's a shot, and you're supposed to take it back.
It is. Usually you make it as a shot, but you can also make it as a cocktail.
But I don't know. Shots is like everybody's like, so if it's something that has a flavor,
you want to savor it. Exactly.
You just take
it. One part cinnamon whiskey, one part peanut butter whiskey, and one part bourbon whiskey. It calls for Woodford Reserve. Now this one happens to be double oak. It doesn't have to be double oak.
Oh my gosh!
But basically, you want a bourbon whiskey that's a little. It has a little sweet to it, a little more sweet. You don't want like just a regular plain bourbon, but that's why they just said Woodford Reserve. Only because the taste of it
is nice.
Delicious.
This is a sipping drink. I
would
sip
it would be
this.
Yeah. This is good. Well, look, we done tasted RM Rose from what part of Georgia was that?
Gilmore.
Thank you.
Gilmore, Georgia.
I
took notes.
If you're in Georgia ever and you're looking for a place like a wine tasting trail or whatever, go up to Gilmore. Very good food. The motel is decent. It's clean. Okay, that's all I got to say. It's not a Hilton. It's not a Marriott. It's not a Waldorf. It's not all of that stuff.
It's not a Sinead.
It's not a Hyatt.
Vacation
It's not a Hyatt, Hilton, or Marriott. Just understand that. But you go in there. They let you taste everything. They take you a little walk in the back of where they make everything. They tell you about the history of everything. They even have like some other
like
flavors. They have they don't. No. I take that back. I take that back. When we got there, it was towards the latter part of the day. So there were other things that they did offer. We just didn't partake in that. We didn't partake in it. But they do have, it almost looks like a little mini bar, but it's not like a bar you go and you sit and stay. You're gonna be standing most of the time. But they give you taste of everything. They had mango, they had peach, they had apple. They
had the peach.
They had the peach. And they had apple of this. They had flavors. They had like your regular bourbon. They had your single barrel version of your bourbon. All of that. It was actually very, very, very good. It's very small, but it was some good quality stuff coming out of there. Very, very much.
Can you buy this locally?
No. You gotta go to their distillery to go get it, unfortunately. So they don't have it.
And nothing. Man, it's supposed to be 2025.
And this was supposed to be their best one, which is their rye, which is why I bought this one. So I bought this one plus this one, and I did have a apple one, and somebody took it. I don't know, it's probably Angela, Tasha, or somebody. TJ drunk all of the peach one, of course. That one was very, very good. And they also make you cocktails. So if you're ever in the Atlanta area, you can just drive up North Georgia. It's no more than about like an hour, a little less than an hour and a half.
Day trip, ladies.
It is a day trip, very much so. Definitely you could go up there like on a Friday, come back on the Sunday, and you've experienced everything. The multiple wines and everything, but just go and check out RM Rose. Now, some people say, well, what does RM stand for? His name was Rufus
Milton.
Funny. No. Rufus Milton?
No, I don't know.
Hold on.
Like it go
I'm about
with
to tell you in a minute.
It sounds like it go with it.
Rufus Matthewson.
Oh, see.
Matthewson. Like her son Matthew. Rufus Matthewson. Rose.
My
is
Matthew
the name of the
son.
company. It's the official.
But
just a little history. They actually came out in 1867.
Oh wow!
And then
they've been in Gilmore.
They were in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And then it doesn't say what happened between, but they were basically founded at that time. Then they, I guess, disappeared, and then they started back up 100 years later. So they came back in 1967.
Okay.
And that's where they've been up in Gilmore, Georgia ever since. So if you're in Georgia, try it out. Did y'all like RM Rose?
Surprisingly I did, because I'm not
much
like
of a cinnamon whiskey
type person, but I like that.
Okay, how did y'all like the rye?
You know I like a good rye, so and I drink the rye neat, so I think
it was good. Okay. All right. And I know y'all like my little concoction, so I don't have to ask about that.
Surprisingly
exquisite. Yes, it is.
So I suggest you get that mixture at some point.
Try it. Elevate your taste buds.
All right. All right.
And it's been said here.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
And it is done.
Y'all have a good evening. Please hit that like button if you haven't. Please subscribe. Check us out on Tuesdays. It's live at 7:30 every Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Spirit Scrutiny every Wednesday, as well as Drinks and Deliberation on the first Saturday. Virtual tastings on the second Saturday and the first and third Monday. Join us for just some chit chat, some giveaways, or just some live talk. So anyway, you all have a good evening. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
See you next time.
All right.
Wait, are y'all gonna join me for the scotch?
I'm gonna be here for Scotch.
You gonna be here for
I'm here for
Scotch?
Scotch.
You here
Call
for
me
Scotch?
Scottish.
Cause you Scottish.
Yeah.
Call me
Are you gonna
Scottish.
be here for
I might
Scotch?
have to edit
She's
it
coming for the
stage.
Scotch.
You gonna have to what?
Coming.
Exit stage.
Well,
She'll be back.
We'll meet you.
I'll be
We'll
back.
see you on the Scottish video. Deuces.
And I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just about my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that.